What would have happened if dozens of US congressmen did not show up for the hearings? What would have happened if members of Parliament of Canada had not voted for themselves?
Mr. Christopherson. Ms. Crowder.
Members of Parliament of Ukraine are nicknamed the piano players because they push many buttons when voting in Parliament. Proceedings in half-empty hall of Ukrainian Parliament always follow the same scenario. The members of Parliament bring the keycards of other MPs and register them into the voting system. When the voting for legislation is announced, members of Parliament start pushing buttons for the absent members, as many as they can. 2, 5, 6. Who is this member of Parliament and why he raises his hand? He's directing the voting of the parliamentary majority. This gesture means order to vote against, and this for. The parliamentary majority of the Ukrainian parliament always obeys his commands. Ukrainians nicknamed them the piano players because they function in a purely decorative fashion. They simply pressed the buttons, then ordered. The key cards of members of parliament who are on official leave vote as well. Member of Parliament Irina Berezhna says she left her card in Kiev and did not vote, while the parliamentary website reported her vote. Some MPs attend Parliament only once a year, but still their cards vote regularly. The vote of a Member of Parliament Volodymyr Ariev was registered into the electronic system while he was flying to Washington. His keycard was with him as well. He filed a complaint to the Attorney General office about falsification of his vote. However, there is little hope that the Attorney General will start an investigation. Some members of Parliament repeatedly stated that the practice of non-personal vote is unacceptable. The Constitution of Ukraine requires the voting to be performed in person. Constitutional Court of Ukraine ruled that legislations not voted personally can be considered unconstitutional. This applies for international treaties as well. Pressured by citizens and law-abiding members of Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament had to move the legislation on electronic biometric voting system that prevents abuse. This legislation lacked just 4 votes to pass. The electronic system did not register at least one valid vote. Member of Parliament Yuri Stets filed a complaint to the Attorney General as well. What do foreign politicians think about the piano players? In Poland, voting for others is a criminal offense. So far there has only been one such case.
Это неправильно, это запрещено, и это абсолютно против всем демократическим стандартам.
Я не знаю, які закони в Україні, але це неприйнятно для стандартів Ради Європи.
Ukrainian members of parliament vote for others regularly. This practice has become normal in Ukraine. Civic organization Maidan Alliance started campaign against the piano players, documented the proofs of fraud in Ukrainian parliament, filed a complaint to the Attorney General, and is ready to go to the European Court on Human Rights in case corrupt Ukrainian courts refuse the lawsuit. Campaign activists say,
люди, які поступають нечесно, голосують чужими картками, тобто методом підлогу, теж називають себе піаністами. Мені не потрібні ані ці нелегітимні закони, ані такі, з дозволу сказати, конкуренти.
A worker is punished when he just leaves work or is getting late. And what about the parliament? How can they be paid for not coming to work? These piano players should play by the rules. Let's make them fear the people at least.
Прогульщики продолжают получать полную зарплату, как будто бы они были на рабочем месте, они занимались своим бизнесом. Я же не желаю жить в стране дураков. Я против.
Необхідно припинити цю ганебну практику, коли депутати голосують один за одного, коли вони відсутні на засіданні парламенту, вважається, що вони присутні. Це просто повністю псує парламентаризм як такий і ставить під сумнів усю легітимність ухвалених законів і української держави взагалі. Тому я б радо вітав усі заходи, спрямовані на те, щоб це припинилося.
Citizens of Ukraine are now asking the world, do we need international observers for Ukrainian Parliament? Maidan Alliance. For details, see our website at maidan.org.ua in Ukrainian or world.maidan.org.ua in English.